Good game for us. Be able to play a lot of the freshmen, redshirt freshmen, so it was good to get everybody in. But I thought our starters played really well, especially early in the second half to extend that lead. And shared the ball and had 26 assists, so it was nice to see.
Double-double for Boopy, second straight. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, he's seeing the floor really well. He's getting the ball to his teammates at the right time so they can either shoot the ball or play off closeouts. So he's playing at a high level. We need him to keep doing that, but his even the last 3 possessions before we took him out, he had 3 assists. We made 2, and then someone missed one. But he's really seeing the floor well.
When you play a team that comes into the game without a victory, do you worry at all about your team's focus or concentration in a game like this?
Well, I thought our game on Saturday against Butler gave us some confidence. Win a close game against a Big East team, so we're not really concerned about the opponent's records. We respect everybody. We prepare. Pine Bluff's had a really hard schedule, so when you have to go on the road 5 straight games, it's challenging. So they have some good players, and our guys came out with the same intensity and did what they had to do and what they should do.
You have an update on Sam, and then right after that, Sumet.
That was scary.
That was,
so we're not sure. I think Sumet just tweaked his ankle. Sam's probably a little more serious than that as far as the sprain. I'm just guessing. I haven't really talked to the trainer yet.
Jermaine caught fire in the second half. What did you see from his performance on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, Jermaine played well. He's improved a lot. It was nice to get him some consistent minutes tonight, and he had 15 points, 5 rebounds, and played well defensively. So we need him to keep doing that. He's improved. We need our guys off the bench to rebound the ball, and he had 4 defensive rebounds, which is impressive.
Sumet looked like he was getting very frustrated with some of the physical pounding he was taking in the low post tonight. And I know you mentioned last year that being a guy his size, that sort of comes with the territory. Is that something you're going to have to work with him on?
Well, he gets frustrated because he is 7'2", 270 pounds, and so he's a big man. And a lot of times he gets hit or yet pulled or fouled, and he gets frustrated because sometimes they're called, sometimes they're not. And he got frustrated because one time he had the ball and they pulled his jersey. Another time I gave him a cheap shot, and so it's hard to call everything. But he has to control his emotions. With the other team, he has to control his emotions when he doesn't feel like a call is made, because he's made a lot of progress in that. But we have to get rid of the flagrant foul or the technical fouls with him trying to react to what the other team is doing, and so he's certainly improved in that area. But we certainly don't need Sumet getting extra fouls because he gets a technical or a flagrant.
BJ and Boopy combined for 19 assists and 6 steals. Is that the sort of production you're looking from them when the team's playing well?
Boopy and BJ had 19 assists between the two of them, and Jerron had 4 and no turnovers. So I thought our 3 experienced guards did a really nice job of just sharing the ball and making plays.
You had a stretch toward the end where BJ was on the floor with a redshirt freshman and Chance Puryear, and then 3 true freshmen. I think it was Nigel, Jermaine, and BJ. When you go with a lineup like that, are you looking for BJ to sort of lead those guys or give them the ball and see what they can do?
We just expect them to play basketball because that's what we do in practice every day. So they all play with each other during practice. We mix the teams up all the time. So at that point, BJ was our lead guard, and the other guys just play basketball. And I thought they did a nice job. They scored some points and were able to create some easy shots for each other. And then defensively, I thought they played pretty hard.
Going to the locker room up 19, what kinds of things did you talk about in the intermission? What kind of adjustments did you want to see?
We didn't really play well offensively. The ball stuck a little bit. We took too many 1 or 0 pass shots in the first half. So in their zone, we shot too many threes with guys in our face instead of driving the ball. We shot, I think, 17 or 18 threes, which is okay as long as we're open. But we made a high percentage when our feet were set and we were open. But if not, if the defender's standing right in front of you, there's no use of shooting over. Just drive by them and make a play for your teammates. So I thought we did a better job in the second half, especially early in the second half. Our starting unit came out and did just that. They made plays, and they were very consistent with how they approached the offensive end.
It was kind of different than the other lobs I've caught so far this year. Kind of just having such a great game, and our team played so well from start to finish. To get that in that moment is just kind of a crazy adrenaline rush, and just felt amazing.
Mitchell, another efficient night on the floor. What's your mentality when you get put into the game?
Just go out there, play hard, play with high energy, defend, rebound. Points don't really matter. I mean, if they come, they come. But I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about playing defense, keeping up the energy until to make it back in the game. So just doing my job. That's ball screen coverage, rebounding, energy, running the court. So yeah.
Coach said you guys don't really focus on the records of the other teams, but Pine Bluff did come in without a win tonight, and then obviously you guys got out to a big lead. How are you able to maintain your focus and concentration through the whole 40 minutes?
For really everyone on this team who've always been doubted, if it's at other levels in college, if it's in high school, people have always looked down on us or said we couldn't do things. So we know every single game counts because they want to push us out the ACC. They have us at 5, 6, 7. Then they really don't see us making the tournament. So every game matters, and to come out and dominate every single game is just going to prove to everyone why we should be one of the top teams in the ACC and make the NCAA tournament.
Same thing he said, but at the end of the day, Arkansas Pine Bluff is they're still a basketball team, they're still D1, so anything can happen. So we're just trying to avoid a letdown. We had a good game against Butler, but if we come back and lose this game, that game means nothing. So just trying to win all the games we can on the schedule.
Jermaine, you kind of mentioned some of the talking points around SMU, nationally. You were on a super high-profile team, won a bunch of games in high school. How much of that mindset and kind of taking people's best shot night after night did you learn from that experience to then bring it here?
I learned a lot from the start of Dynamic. We're always doubted, even after beating all the best teams in the country and locking every single top player up. We're always doubted. So to come in here, just kind of start over and to push a new program with a new coaching staff to different heights. I've been through it before, same thing with Jaden Toombs, and I feel like all of our seniors and just from top to bottom, everyone's hungry, and everyone's just kind of experienced that kind of not necessarily hate, but that doubtfulness that people have had on them.
For either one of you guys, which I know you've been here a year, but what have you guys taken away from the older players, whether it be Corey or Buki or Jerron, just in these first few weeks of the season?
Well, I was here last year with Boopy and BJ, so I've been there for a year now. So they both always play hard. They always compete, whether it's in practice or even in the game. So they're always competing. And then with Corey and JP, they came from different places, but they also won there. So just coming in with high energy and just knowing, like they told us, no matter who we're playing, it's not really worried about the opponent, worried about us playing hard, playing fast, playing our game. So.
Jermaine, we already saw in your first couple of appearances that you can dunk, you can go to the rim. Was there a conscious effort tonight to establish your outside shot more tonight and look for it more from three?
For me, I don't really think about offense. I don't think about I got to come in and got to hit threes, got to go dunk, got to go do anything. I'm going to let the game come to me, but every night I make sure I come in and impact the game from rebounding and defense and effort. It's kind of what my dad taught me. I have all the natural athletic gifts, so I know I can shoot. I know I can get down into the basket. I know I can get putbacks, lobs, all that. So I got to do all the other things that will keep me on the court. Then once I'm already on the court, I can impact the game offensively.